See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to. That bike on me. Boy, she stop and she the prop. It's about to get serious. Boy, when they hit us with dope and these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga in Fayetteville, I'm on parole because of the COVID. It feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Nowhere is gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. See the props. So I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and she the props. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know boy, your ass need to stop and she don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe. Nigga, gotta stand up and serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we'll pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and she the problem. With a step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent. I got it, let's go, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with you. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell them we can't keep it slate. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got you, baby mother on high. Baby pass through the fire. And she the prophets. That baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, and she the prophets.
Check. And y'all tune in. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years. That's what the church is for. That's why they exist to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, and she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up, serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga.
Hey, I'm just following orders.
Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, man.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it cautious. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cautious. See me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on my bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket. Can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Come in all black, Slytherin house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. So I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Woo, keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand, got this juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, this is salt. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it cautious. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cautious.
One word.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's one way. I reside when soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer, ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder, you ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat, hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fucking scared some, hit the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black block, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest, I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. Doing a lot of talking, now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping, kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, what you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build.
Check, check, check. So like I said, everybody can hear us out there. I'm Most High in Christ. Once again, I'm preaching officer of 5,000, Zion Yala, and I'm representing up under Commander Jenny Hunter in 1 West. You saw that 125th Street Hall in New York. And we come out to teach our brothers and sisters the truth according to these scriptures, right? And right now you tune into the Sabbath service in Fayetteville, North Carolina. If you have any questions about anything that we go over and the procedures that we do it, please reach out to the school at www.I.S.U.P.K. And once again, we about to get this thing cracking. I got my brother right here. You know what I'm saying? Quadon, we about to rock this thing out for y'all, Baba Kushah. Lord willing, we're going to, you know what I'm saying, do this service to the Lord. All right, let's go.
Did it right the first time.
Amadium, show up on Yaquadon. That means stand and turn face toward the east. And we're going to do these prayers in the Hebrew and in the English.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanau, Shabbat Shemaya, Quadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malatuka, Taba'a, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Asha, Baratiza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemaya, Latanlanao, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalak now, Kabawati now, Kasalak now, Kabawati now, Wala'a, Tabi'a now, Banasai one, Habal, Hawashai now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalako, Wa'ala, Watapara, Lawalami, Amen. This is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. We forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Baba Kusha, Lathalanao, Haka, Haka, La Pa'a, Ka Makala, Ka Marawa, Haka, La Tahar, Hamatazariah, you two are. Haka, La Hakim, Hamathim, Haka, Arakarawath, Hatamala, Lagar Shun, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Tawarama. Haka prayer for the power in English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to clean the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power to clean unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Atamahala, Walahayim, Atabazah, Alawap Yohanna, Halawapia, Hasaranyam, Hakosayanyam, Hakoyoyam, Wakawathian, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Tawarama. In the English, the Hebrew blessing, Baba Kusha. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, Commander Junior Hunter, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it.
This is Psalm 121 in the Hebrew.
Asha'ah, Ayanya, Aharyam, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Azariah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Asha, Bashmaya, Wa'aratza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Yaya, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Bashamash, Ayakaka, Ryarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makairai, Yashamar, Asnapaska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaathka, Wabakaathka, Mayatha. Why are we alone? Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew.
Alahayim, Atamlaka, Atakarash, Al-Tashikwat, Al-Kahayana, Al-Yabika, Yahabayawam, Ra'ash, Al-Amlika, Ya'aryawam, Sawadah, Wayatha, Atazawa, Al-Tazapawanyaka, Amar, Lakawa, Yanakakidim. What is it? Salak? Wagalia. Magalia, Salakia. Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham Yashala, Awada, Kaya, Nawa'ataza, Laba, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Barya, Yakarawath, Aholia, Yanawam, Wayashamala, Yum, Mabwaba, Wahagaram, Yum, Salaki. Go ahead. Gabal, I'm one. I'm a lot. Kawashak, Ayashaba, Ya, Salaki. I see. Tazawar, Yum Ashawar, Nalawar, Amam, Ayawa, Sarawai, Labaya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Shamadim, Kasa'ayara, Kayabya, Banakal, Kayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ai Dara, Hayara, Raman, La'ai Dama, Shayabwa, Nada, Yamawa, Kara, because of Bak, because of Ba, Wakatazal, Banao, Ka Naishamu, Asha, Amar, Nairashwa, Nanawa, Ath, Naawath, Alahaya, Alahaya, Sha'adwan, Kadablo, Kakwash, La Pra'anya Requa, Kaash, Tabia Ira, Wakala Laba, Tahalat, Yaharia, Khan, Daradapma, Messiah Raka, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalam, Walaa, Payaham, Kayawam, Wabakwashwa, Shemka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya, Yahweh, Adiai, Wa'ai Kapaya, Kapawa, Wa'ai Wabawa, Wa'ai Daya, Kayayata, Shemka, Yahweh, Labadka, Ayanwa, Aka Artaratiza. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yashala may be in no more remembrance. For they are consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moabs and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, and unto Sisir, as to Jabin, as the brook of Kason, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Harel and like Zaire. Yea, all their princes as Abba and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, and stumble before the wind, as the fire setteth the Salakia, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High. So, over all the earth. All right, so. Most High Christ. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and break into these scriptures and go ahead and run it down, all right? Do me a favor, get a little bit more volume on that. Check, a little bit more. Check, good. You shall with me, you be seated in the Hebrew.
Come on. So we'll be starting at Genesis 26 from starting at verse 4. And we're reading it in the Hebrew. Come on. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 4 in the Hebrew. Waha Rabaya Taya At Zara'id. It's like a Zara'ik. Kaka Waka Baya Hasha Mayam Wana Taya Lazara'ak. It's like Lazarak. At Kal Ha'a Ratazat Ha'al Waha Ta Bara Kawa Baza Baza Ra'ik Kal Gawa Yaya Ha'a Rataza. Verse 5. Iqab Ishar Shammai Barahum Ba Laya Waya Shamar Wa Slakia Masha Mara Washa Marataya. Okay, come on, sir. Mataza Wataya Ka Kwa Wataya Wata Wa Rataya. Verse 6. Wayashab Yatazakak Bagarar. Verse 7. Wa Yasha Alawa Anya Anshaya Hama Kwa Wam La Ashata Wa Waya Amar Akataya Hawa'a Kaya Yara'a La Amar Ashataya Pun Yaharaganya Anshaya. Come on, sir. Hama Kwa Wam Al Rabakwa Salaka Rabakwa Kaya Sawa Bat Mara Haya I. Verse 8. Waya Haya Kaya Ara Kawa Lawa Shum Haya Mayom Waya Shakwap Abba Ya Malak Abba Ya Malak Pala Shah Tayum Ba'id Haka La One Waya Ra'ah Wahana Yatazakak Matazakak At Ragba Kwa Asha Tawa. Verse 9. Waya Kwara'a Abaya Malak Abaya Malak Laya Tazakak Waya Amar Ad Ak Hana Asha Tak Hawa'a Wa'ayak Amarat Akataya Hawa'a Waya Amar Ala Yawa Wa Yataza Kak Kaya, Amarathia, Pun, Amawat, Al-Ya, verse 10, Waya Amar, Abalamak, Ma, Za'at, Aishayat, Lanwa, Kama Ait, Shakab, Akkad, Ha Aim, At, Asha Tak, Waha Ba'at, Alyan Nawa, Asham. That's it. Okay, come on. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 4 in the English. And I will make thy seed and I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed.
Now, y'all remember last week we was talking about how what Ishmael was given, you know what I'm saying? They're talking about his sons. He given the lineage of Ishmael and his sons. And that was also going to what the Most High was telling Abraham in this verse. And it was telling him that, you know, Abraham mean what? Father of many, right? You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta remember, like, the words to these scriptures, when you learn the Hebrew, that's why it's so important that we learn our heritage. We don't have words that mean nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everything that we say, the Most High uses in here, it goes to understanding, you know what I'm saying, the purpose of this life. Right. And that there is nothing wasted, you know. So the Most High is clearly stating, like, okay, Abraham, this is what I'm going to give you. This is your mission. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not like James Bond, you know what I'm saying? If you choose to accept, like you going to, if you live this life, you understand, on this earth, and if you want to live something worth a meaningful life worth living, then we keep the law, statutes, and commandments and serve the Father. You understand? And Abraham was given this mission. He accepted. You know what I'm saying? He didn't always understand it, but he knew that it was worth it for him and his family. You understand? And that's what we have to realize, you know, that's what this school is for, to give our people that direction, to understand that your life is worth it, no matter what this empire tells you. The Most High has given us all a mission. And if we do so, that we can get back into a righteous leadership, right. You know what I'm saying, which will be taught in I.S.U.P.K. That's right. So, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get on into this to this Sabbath service. Go ahead, Quadon.
This book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 5. Because that Abraham obeyed my voice.
He did what?
Obeyed my voice.
No, he listened to whatever he wanted to.
Obeyed my voice.
No, he listened to that Christian pastor.
Obeyed my voice.
He listened to his wife.
That's obeyed my voice.
No, he listened to his children.
Obeyed my voice.
Does it say his mother?
Obeyed my voice.
What about his father?
Obeyed my voice.
What about his grandpappy?
Obeyed my voice.
What about his mammy?
Obeyed my voice.
Listen to the voice of the Most High, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Come, and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws.
There you go again. My commandments, my statutes, and my laws. Right. That's the voice of the Lord thy God, that's man. Right. It ain't nothing else that you know, that when you think about life, this is what you should think about. Is this a righteous act for me to do? Am I acting in a righteous manner? You know what I'm saying? Am I doing what is according to the law, statutes, and commandments? And if you want to put ice in your water, that's not against the law. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They never. Some people want ice in their water. Some people don't. But what you shouldn't do is put cocaine in your water. Now, I'm not saying cocaine should go in water, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? It's the same principle. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 6. And Isaac dwelt in Gerar. Verse 7. And the men of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, she is my sister. For he feared to say, she is my wife, lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. Verse 8. And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that King Abimelech, king of the Philistines, or Philistines looked out at the window and saw.
Hold on, so like before I gotta go back to that when you talking about Rebecca, right? This is something that we have always dealt with as a nation. Right. Like you go somewhere, you be like, man, brothers always ask, man, that's your girl? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because brothers gonna be hating you. If your rib is fly, you know what I'm saying, in the world, right. You know what I'm saying, you gonna be like, bro, like she with you, like, man, them a girl. Because especially if you from a hood, you don't know nobody. Right. That's what it said. He going into a place where he ain't know nobody. Exactly. So they like, where you from, homie? You know what I'm saying? This you know what I'm saying? It's like it's the spirit of that, you know what I'm saying? We still deal with it today because of our disobedience. But then we learn, like, don't you ever disrespect a brother or his rib. You understand? Right. And if there is something that happens like that, then we have a place that you can go to and get that thing corrected ASAP. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is not a place where you can feel like, you know what I'm saying, you should be able to, it's okay for you to be disrespected, if I may. Right. You understand? This is not that place. All right, but that's what he was afraid of at this time in that land. Right. All right, go ahead.
It says that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out at a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting Rebekah, his wife.
He was doing what?
Sporting Rebekah, his wife.
Sporting his sporting his rib. That's us, man.
Right.
That ain't that. Go ahead. I don't need to. That's why we breaking this down now. Cause we talking about our people, right? That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, behold, of a surety she is thy wife. Mm-hmm. And how saidest thou, she is my sister? Mm-hmm. And Isaac said unto him, because I said, lest I die for her.
Right. He said, hey, now Abimelech being who he said, nah, it ain't your sister. Hey, y'all, I see y'all finishing each other words. You know what I'm saying? Y'all way too close. You know what I'm saying? He like, but then he broke it down and said, man, I didn't know what I was coming into because I feared for my life, because I know how y'all may get down in here. You understand? Right. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And Abimelech said, what is this thou hast done unto us? Mm-hmm. One of thy people might lightly have lying with thy wife, and thou shouldest have brought guiltiness upon us.
He said, man, you could have just told me the truth. You should have just told them the truth, man. They could have laid with your wife. They could have still beat your head and laid with your rib, and then you would have brought that thing upon us. Right. So it's another thing, like, we can't be shamed. And that's something that we have to learn to not do, no matter what it is. If you want to wear your shield out, wear it without shame. That's your rib. Them your children, take out without shame. You understand? And that's just how this thing goes. And that's this is Isaac was afraid of the persecution that could come from this, let alone being put to death. Right. Go ahead.
Come on. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26 and 11 in the Hebrew. Wayatazawa, Abaya Malak, Ath, Kal, Ha'aim, La'amar, Hanagai, Ba'ayash, Hazah, Waba'a Shatwa, Mawat, Yawamat. Verse 12, Wayazarai, Yatazakak, Ba'arataza, Wa'a, Wayamataza'a, Bashana, Wa'a, Ma'a, Sha'ai Rayam, Waya Bara Ka Hawa, Yahweh. Verse 13, Wayagadal, Ha'a Yash, Wayalak, Halawak, Wagadal, Id, Kaya, Gadal. Come on, sir. Ma'ad, verse 14, Wayahaya, Lawa, Makwana, Taza'an, Wamakwana, Bakwar, Wa'ai Bada, Rabah, Waya Kwana Awa, Atwa, Palayash, Palashataya, Palashatayam. Verse 15, Wakal, Haba Arat, Ashar, Hapa Rawa, Ibadia, Bayawa, Baya Maya Bayamya Salaki Abraham Abba Yawa Sat Mawa Salaki Sat Mawam Pala Shah Tayam Waya Mala Awam Ipar. Verse 16, Waya Amar, Abba Ya Malak, Al, Yatazakak, Laka, Ma'ai Ma Nawa, Kaya, Aitaza Mat, Mama Nawa, Salaki, Ma'ad. Verse 17, then it's the last one. Come on. Waya Lak, Salaki, Masham, Yatazakak, Waya Salaki, Waya Kun, Bana Kal, Wa Salaki, Garar, Wayashab, Shum. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 26 in the Hebrew, in the English, verse 11. And Abimelech charged all his people, saying, he that toucheth this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. Verse 12. Then Isaac sowed in that land and received in the same year an hundredfold.
What it mean is sowed mean what he did. Well, he did the work. Like it's just like anything else that you're gonna do in life, man. You want to be a righteous brother or sister, right? And then what it means sow. It mean to plant, right? To build. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to do. Right. You don't want to be you shouldn't live a beggar's life, if I may, right. Asking for handouts. You know what I'm saying? If you put in the work, the Lord gonna make sure you be okay. You know what I'm saying? But we got to do the work, and that's what this brother did. Isaac sowed, man. He put into the land. Right. You plant your crop and you watch it grow, and that means anything. Today you can start a business and watch it grow. Right. I remember when Captain Cesario first started. He started with that. Only thing he was selling was frankincense and myrrh oil at the time. You know what I'm saying? And he sold the butters. You know what I'm saying? He sold the butters, man, and look at him now. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's in the brother's putting into the earth, and he's seeing his vision come to life. Right. And I would challenge anybody that wants to do something that they feel is important. Don't wait till you turn 60 or 70 years old and decide, hey, I should have started a business. You know what I'm saying? Old parable, like what's the old parable goes, what's the best time to plant a tree? No, I'm saying like, you know, you seeing all the trees now, right? But what's the best time to plant a tree? Today. Oh, yeah, today. Anything that you want to start, like do it today. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, like I hate it, tomorrow. You know, who knows what may happen tomorrow? Yeah. Who knows what may happen tomorrow? If you have an opportunity to do something, make small steps, plant, sow, and then tomorrow, Lord willing, it'll be 100-fold, just like Isaac. You know what I'm saying? And this thing happened in a year. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 12 in the end. It says, and the Most High blessed him. Verse 13, and the man waxed great and went forward and grew until he became very great. Verse 14, for he had possession of flocks and possession of herds and great store of servants, and the Philistines envied him. Verse 15, for all the wells.
You see that? And the Philistines envied him. Right. He didn't envy them. That's right. You know what I'm saying? You see that? When we serving our power, there's no purpose in you trying to be like the other nations. Right. What's the purpose of it? They'll want to be like you. Right. And they do that today, even at our worst. Matter of fact, they do that. What we're doing right now, they envying what we're doing right now. You understand? You got to know that. You got to know that what you do is greater than all the other nations put together if the Most High is with you. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 15. For all the wells which his father's servants had digged in the days of Abraham, his father, the Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth. Good night. Verse 16. And Abimelech said unto Isaac, go from us, for thou art much mightier than we.
They did. You see that? Y'all read that, right? Read verse 15 again.
Con. 15 16.
15.
Con. It says, for all the wells which his father's servants digged in the days of Abraham, his father, the Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth.
What are wells? These are places with what? Water run. I mean, these jokers were so envious, they were trying to stop the man from drinking water, man. And they've been there since what? Since his father's days, man. You see that these other nations are always trying to cut you off from your blessing. You understand? Cut you off from your water. Go ahead, Quadon. Go mess around, turn this to camp speak.
Right, I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. And Isaac departed thence and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar and dwelt there. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 18.
I see the sister when I asked about the tree, she posted. I see it now. She said now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's for real. Doing so, guess what? They may just come up against you for starting it. Absolutely. But you got to know that the Most High with you, and you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a business or anything that you want to create or do it. Right. Like do it, man. Give it your all, and you make sure that you ask the Lord to be with you and guide you in your decision making. And you know what I'm saying? The scriptures talk about would a child go to a father and ask him for bread, and the father give a child rocks? Right. That's the type of father that we serve, man. Right. If you keeping these law, statutes, and commandments, you know what I'm saying, he'll be with you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have that real strong, you know what I'm saying? You got to be delusional sometimes about what your goals are in life, because everybody not going to understand it. That's it. Go ahead.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 18 in the Hebrew. Y-A-H-U-P. Y-A-H-U-P. Yatazakak. Y-A-K-Par. Ath. Ba'arath. Hamayim. Ashar. Haparawa. Baya Maya. Abraham, Abayawa, Waya Satamawam, Pala Shatayam, Akaraya, Mawat, Abraham, Waya Kora'ah, Lahan, Shamawat, Kashamat, Ashar, Kora'ah, Lahan, Abayawa, verse 19. Waya Kwa Parwa Abad Abadya Yata Zakak Bana Kal Waya Ma Taza Awa Shum Ba'ar Mayum Haya Yum, verse 20. Waya Ra Yaba Wa Waya Rabawa Ra'aya Garar Aim, Ra'aya, Yata Zakak, La Amar, La Power, La Nawa, Hamayum, Wakwara'a, Shum, Haba'ar, Ishak, Kaya, Hata Shakawa, Amawa, verse 21. Waya Hapariwa. Ba'ar, Akarat, Kawakan, sir. Oh, Kawakan. Waya, Waya Ka Parwa, Ba'ar, Akarat, Waya Ra Yawa, Gum, Allah Ya, Waya Ra, Waya Kora'ah, Shema, Shata Na. Verse 22, Waya I Thak Masham, Waya Kwa, Waya Ka Par, Ba'ar, Akarat, Wala Rabawa, Allah Ya, Waya Qur'ah, Shama, Rakabawat, Waya Amar, Kaya, Ath, Ata, Harakayab, Yahweh, Lanawa, Wapa Raya Nawa, Ba'arataza. Verse 23, Waya Al, Masham, Ba'ar, Shabai, verse 24, Wayara'ah, Alaya, Slaki, Alaya Wa, Yahweh, Balaya La, Haha Wa'a, Waya Amar, Ana Kaya, Alahaya, Abraham, Abayak, Al, Tayara'ah, Kaya, Akkad, Slaki Athak, Ana Kaya, Wabara Ka Tayak, Wahara Baya Taya, Ath, Zaraak, Ba'ai Bawar, Abraham, Ibadja. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18. It's like chapter 26, verse 18 in the English. And Isaac digged again the wells.
No, he stopped when they filled the wells up.
And Isaac digged again the wells.
No, he complained.
And Isaac digged again the wells.
No, he decided he gonna go out there and shoot up the whole place.
And Isaac digged again the wells.
No, he did the work.
That's right.
He did the work.
That's right.
All right. You don't need to sitting around complaining. You know that the Most High is with you. Right. If somebody does something against you, you continue to do the work. And let the Lord figure the rest of it out, man. He'll be with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to know. Like these other nations, they're going to continue to come up against us. Right. But we have to still what? Dig. That's right. Go ahead, bro.
Dig the wells, again, the wells of water, which they had digged in the days of Abraham, his father. For the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham. And he called their names after the names by which his father had called them.
He kept right in line with his father said to do. That's right. This is what you're gonna call it. You know, that's how we were. You gotta be there, you gotta be stubborn to a fault, damn near. You know what I'm saying? They keep these laws. Nope. Nope. Don't. We don't need no new stuff over here. You know what I'm saying? This is our tradition. Let's keep it just like this. Because the minute you introduce something of the world, you're going astray. That's right. All right, go ahead.
Verse 19.
Yeah, so like if I just thought about that. The Lord, you think about brothers wearing these beards and these braids and all this other, you know what I'm saying? Looking at this glorious. Right. And imagine seeing the first brother with a shape up. You imagine the brother looking. You imagine seeing the first brother with a shape up. You gotta be like, who in there? And in that moment, you gotta decide whether, you know what I'm saying, you got whether I'm gonna be obedient to the Father or I want the cool look. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you stuck with. Most the brother, you know what I'm saying, you see that first shape up, you think it's cool. You see the attention that the brother may get. You be like, oh man, I want that type of attention. And then you gotta also be the brother or sister to say, you know what? You can have that type of attention. I want the Most High to pay attention to me. That's right. I don't want the world to pay attention to me. I want the Lord to pay attention to me. You understand? Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 19. And Isaac's servants digged in the valley and found there a well of spring water. Verse 20. And the herdman of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdman, saying, the water is ours. And he called the name of the well I.S.U.P.K, because they strove with him. Verse 21. And they digged another well and strove for that also. And he called the name of it Sitnah. Verse 22. And he removed from thence and digged another well. And for that they strove not. And he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, for now the Most High hath made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land.
What he say? He said, who did he give thanks to?
It said, for now the Most High have made room for us.
That's what he said. He said he didn't say that, oh, we were so great. Right. He said the Lord gave us this, man. Right. The Lord gave it. And that's like I said, you start that business and that business become great. You don't be like, oh, I had to do so that you say, Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? Get a Lord his thanks, man. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 23. And he went up from thence to Beersheba. Verse 24. And the Lord appeared, and the Most High appeared unto him the same night and said, I am the Most High of Abraham. It's like I'm the power of Abraham, thy father, fear not, for I am with thee, and will bless thee and multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 25 in the Hebrew. Come on. Oh, most that's too wild. Right. I got you. God. Genesis 26, verse 25 in the Hebrew. Wayaban, Sham, Mazabak, Waya Korah, Basham, Yahweh, Wayat, Sham, Ahalawa, Waya Karawa, Sham, Ibajah, Yatazakak, Ba'ar. Verse 26. Wa'a Baya Malak, Halak, Alayawa, Magarar, Wa'a Hazat, Wakazak, Wakazat, come. Mara'ai Hawa, Wapaya Kal, Shar, Tazab Awa, verse 27. Waya Amar, Alaham, Yatazakak, Mada Wai, Ba'a Tam, Aliyah, Aliyah, Wa'a Tam, Shana Atam, Atya, Wata Shala, Ka Wan Ya, good night. Ma'atakam, verse 28. Waya Amarwa, Raya Awa, Raya Ayan Wa, Kaya, Haya, Yahweh, Imad, Imak, Wana Amar, Ta Haya, Na'a, Allah, Baya na Wat, Ya Nawa, Baya na Ya Nawa, Waba Ya Nak, Wana Karata, Wana Ya Wana Karata, Barayat, Imad, Imak, verse 29. Ta'isha, Imanwa, Imanawa, Ra'ai, Ka'ashar, La'a, Naga, Nawak, good night. Waka, Ashar, Aisha Yan, Aisha Yanawa, Imak, Rock, Tawab, Wana Sha Lakak, Basha Lawam, Ata, Aita, Barawak, Yahweh, verse 30. Waya Aish, Laham, Mashata, Waya Kalawa, Wayash Tawa, verse 31. Waya Sha Kaya Mawa, Babakar, Waya Sha Ba'ai Wa, Ayash La Akaya Yawa, Waya Sha Lakam, Yatazakak, Waya Lakawa, Ma'atawa, Basha Lawam. What's the last one? Oh, it's 31. Count. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 25 in the Hebrew, in English. And he builded an altar there and called upon the name of the Most High and pitched his tent there. And there Isaac's servants digged a well. Verse 26. Then Abimelech went to him from Gerar, and Ahuzith, one of his friends, and Pikal, the chief captain of his army. Verse 27. And Isaac said unto them, wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me? Have ye sent and have sent me away from you?
What you need me for?
Right.
Come on.
Right. Oh God. Verse 28. And they said, we saw certainly that the Most High was with thee.
No, his homeboys was with him.
We saw certainly that the Most High was with thee.
No, we was on your side.
We saw certainly that the Most High was with thee.
They seen the power of the Lord, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And we said, let there be now an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us and thee, and let us make a covenant with thee.
Oh man, we got to team up. Hold on, wait, y'all were just covering up my father's will.
Right.
Now that I done, I put in this work and I did it, and we're still prosperous in this land. Here you come talking about let's link up. Lord must be with you. You know what I'm saying? Because we tried to destroy you.
Right.
That's what this empire is doing. You understand?
That's right.
That's how they do us all the time.
Right.
We love you. We love you. Can I just get a hug? You can get on your knees and kiss these boots. That's what you can do. You understand? Yeah. That's all. This is the same lingo.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 20. Salakia.
And Salakia, and say, let us make a covenant with thee. This is what they always try to do.
Always.
Come on, let's shake on it, brother. Can we put it in writing? You know what I'm saying? This how the other nations operate. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 29. That thou wilt do us no hurt, as we have not touched thee, and as we have done unto thee nothing but good.
Go ahead.
And have sent thee away in peace. Thou art now the blessed of the Most High.
Go ahead.
Verse 30. And he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink. Verse 31. And they rose up betimes in the morning and swear one to another. And Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace.
So Isaac said, you know what? All right, since I'm gonna give y'all a chance.
Right.
I'm gonna throw it out there. This is your chance to do right. Let's do it. All right, let's you know what I'm saying? All right, cool, bet. Let's do it. That's it on that.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 32 in the Hebrew. Let's get to it. Come on, sir. Wayahaya, Bayawam, Hahawa'a, Wayaba'awa, Ibadya, Yatazakak, Wayagadawa, Lawa, Al, Adawat, Haba'ar, Ashar, Ka Parwa, Waya Amarwa, Lawa, Mataza'a, Nawa, Mayam. Verse 33. Waya Kora'ah, Ata, Shaba'ait, Shaba'ai, Al, Kan, Shum, Ha'ayar, Ba'ar, Shabai, Aid, Hayawam, Hazah. Verse 34. Wayahaya, Ashwa, Ban, Abra, Arabai, Yom, Shana, Wayakak, Aisha, At, Yahawa, Dayat, Bat, Ba'a, Raya, Ba'aria, sorry, Hakathia, Wa'at, Bashamat, Bat, Ayalan, Hakathia. Verse 35. Wata Haya what's like Wata Hayayan Marat Rawak Layatazakak Wala Rabaka. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayahaya Kaya Zakan Yata Zakak Wata Kahan Wata Kahayan Aya Nayawa Maraat Waya Kora'a At Aishawa Banawa Haga Dal Waya Amar Alayawa Banya Wa Amar Alayawa Hananya Hananaya. Verse 2. Waya Amar Hana Na'a Zakwa Nathya La'a Ida Yada I Taya Wayam Mawatya. Verse 3. Wa'ata Sha'a Na'a Halayak Wakwa Shatak Wa'a, it's like a Wataza'a, Hashada, Watazawada, Laya, Tazada, verse 4. Wa'isha, Laya, Mata'ai, Mayum, Ba'ar, it's like a Ba'ashar, it's like a Ahabatia, Waha Ba Ya'a, Laya, Wa'akala, Bawa, it's like a Ba'i Bawar. Oh, that was it on that one. The 3, okay, come on. So back to what was it? This is the book of Genesis, chapter what was it? 26, 32. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 32 in the Hebrew. And it came to pass the same day that Isaac's servants came and told him concerning the well which they had digged, and said unto him, we have found water. Verse 33. And he called it Sheba. Therefore, the name of the city is Beersheba unto this day. Verse 34. And Esau was 40 years old when he took wife Judith, the daughter of Beeri, the Hittite, and Bashemeth, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite. Verse 35. Which were a grief of mine unto Isaac and to Rebekah. Good night.
I don't know if it get into it, but it said for your brother. Hold on. Yeah, Esau, right? It says so Esau was, you know what I'm saying, Isaac and Rebekah, what kind of woman would she have been to be like good night? You know what I'm saying? Right. He'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna let you have that, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead.
Oh, God. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 1. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son and said unto him.
Hold on. So this woman that Esau got, his father and his mother was like, good night, man. What you got going on? Where you found her at, son? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, brother, I always be like, man, I'm gonna bring her home and show it to my mama. You know what I'm saying? Right. I guess I'm assuming this sister that Esau brought home, Isaac must have been like, oh boy, good night, son. You ain't learned yet. You 40 years old, and this what you like Cal said, oh boy, you know what I'm saying? Job boy, you know what I'm saying? Good night. Oh man, it once again, this is showing the character of Esau, man. You don't want to be the type of brother that will bring home trash to your father, your mother, man. You know, I don't know if this sister was trash or not, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, what they say, which were a grief of mine. A grief for you? What kind of? Yeah. Imagine your son bringing a woman home, and he'd be like, "Oh, I just go to scratching your head, like, what in the world?" Yeah, I know he know better. She coming out with sage and waving around in your house and smelling like a pound of. She's smoking, a woman smoking cigarettes in your presence as a man. Imagine your son, you raise your son like we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and the rib that he bring home, the woman that he bring home, she's smoking cigarettes in the car. She get out the car looking scantily clad. You gotta be like, oh my goodness, this boy, he 40 years old. And that's why he giving his age. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Right. He wasn't a child, if I may. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come, says, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here I am. Verse 2. And he said, behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. Verse 3. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver and thy bow, and go out to the field and take me some venison. Verse 4. Oh, so like this is the book of Genesis chapter 27, verse 4 in the Hebrew.
Now once again, like at this time, Isaac had gotten old, you know what I'm saying? But he still, you know, he still knew which son that could do what, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that's why he, you know, called Esau like, hey, listen, go out there and grab me such and such, you know, make me a meal or something, son. Right. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 27, verse 4 in the Hebrew. wa Aisha, Laya, Mata I Mayum, Kaya, Slaka, Ka Aishar, Aha Bayat, Slaka, Aha Batat, Slaka, Aha Batya, Waha Baya A, Laya, Wa Kala, Ba'a Ba War, Tabarakat, Tabarakak, Wa Slaka, Napasha, Bata Rum, Amawat, verse 5. Wayarab Kwa, Shama'it, Bada Bar, Yata Zakak, Al, Aishwa, Banwa, Wayalak, Aishawa, Hashada, Latazawad, Tazayad, Laha Baya'a, verse 6. Waya, it's like a Wara Bakwa, Amara, Al, Ya'ai, Ya'iquab, it's like a Ya'iquab, come, Bana, La Amar, Hana, Shama'aitya, At, Abayak, Adabar, it's like a Madabar, Al, Aishwa, Akayak, La Amar, verse 7. Haba Ya'a, Laya, Tazayad, Aisha, Laya, Mataza I Mayum, Akala, Barakaka, Lapanya, Yahweh, Lapanya, Mawatya, verse 8. Wa'ita, Banya, Shammai, Bakwalia, La Amar, Anya, Matazawa, Akkad, Athak, verse 9. Laka, Na'a, Al, Hataza'an, Wakak, Laya, Masham, Shanya, Gada Yaya, Yum, Tabayim, or Tabium, Aisha, Atham, Mata'ai, Mayum, La'abayak, Ka'ashar, Ahab, verse 10. Waya Ba'at, La'abayak, Wa'akal, Ba'ibar, Ashar, Yabarakak, Lapanya, Mawa, Tawa. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 4 in the English. And make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. Verse 5. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spoke to Esau, to his son. And Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it. Verse 6. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, Bring me, verse 7, bring me venison and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless thee before the Most High before my death. Verse 8. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice, according to which I command thee. Verse 9. Go now to the flock and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. Verse 10. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27 in the Hebrew. Verse 11. I think that's the last one. Okay, come on. Not to us, huh? This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 11 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Yaquab, Al, Rabakwa, Amath, Amawa, Han, Aishawa, Akia, Ayash, Sha'ar, Wa'a Nakaya, Ayash, Halak, verse 12, Awalaya, Yama Shanya, Abya, Waha ya ya taya, Ba'a ya na ya wa, Kamatya, it's like a Kamata I thai, Waha ba at taya, Alaya, Kualala, Wala'a, Baraka. Verse 13. Wa'a, it's like a Wata Amar, Lawa, Ama, it's like a Amawa, Alya, Kualala, Tak, Banya, Ak, Ha, it's like a Shemai, Bakwala, Lawa, it's like a Walak, Kak, Laya, verse 14. Wayalak, Wayakwak, Waya Ba'a, La Amar, Wata Ash, Amwa, so Imawa, Mata A, Mayum, Ka'ashar, Ahab, Abayawa, verse 15. Wayata Kwak, Rabba Kwa, At, Bagadia, Aishawa, Bana, Hagal, it's like a Hagadal, Haka Madak, it's like a Haka Madat, Ashar, Ata, Babayat, Wata La Bash, At, it's like Yaquab, Bana, Hakwa Tan, verse 16, Wa'at, Irat, Gada Yaya, Haya, it's like a Ha'ai, it's like a Ha'ai Zayam, Ha La Bayash, Hala Yabasha, Al, Yada Yawa, Wa'al, Kalakat, Tazawa At Rayan, it's like Ya Rayawa, verse 17, Watatan At, Hamataza, it's like Hamatai, Mayum, Wa'at, Halakam, Ashar, Aishata, Bayad, Yaquab, Bana. Okay, that's it. Sir. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 11 in the English. And Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, Behold, Esau, my brother, is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. Verse 12, my father peradventure will fill me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. Verse 13, and his mother said unto him, upon me be thy curse, my son, only obey my voice, and go fetch me them. Going to 14 now. It says, verse 14, and he went and fetched and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory meat, such as his father loved. Verse 15, and Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob, her younger son. Verse 16, and she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands, and upon the smooth of his neck.
She did what?
And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands, and upon the smooth of his neck. It's like wearing a garment.
They're wearing a garment, but you gotta get it though. She put read it again. Slow it down for him out there.
Come on. The book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 17. And she put the skins of the kids.
Hold on. You gotta. All right. So at 15, they say she made the you know what I'm saying?
Goodly raiment.
She made the goodly raiment, meaning it's clothing of Esau. Meaning what? She knew that. First, you gotta understand that Isaac was of old age. Right. First, you gotta understand that. So she put the raiment on, you know what I'm saying, Jacob first, right? Because if you know anything about clothing, if you put something on that belongs to somebody else, what does it tend to do? Smell like them. You know what I'm saying? So first she put it on Jacob, you know what I'm saying? She made the food so it could taste like how Esau would cook the food. Right. Now she found Esau raiment, so put it on it so he could smell like Esau. And in this verse, she said she put the skins of the kids of goats upon his hands. So now she want his hands to feel like Esau's hands. Go ahead, brother.
And upon the smooth of his neck.
Upon the what?
The smooth of his neck.
To make it what? The red neck?
Good night.
Huh?
I didn't think of that.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 17. And she gave the savory meat and the bread, which she had prepared unto the hand of her son Jacob.
Ooh, wee. As the plot thickens. You know what I'm saying? This is history. This is our history, and this is why it's so important that we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and we keep our traditions so we can learn about our people. The scripture saying there's nothing new under the sun. You understand? And these things that were the things that were written before time was written for what? Our learning, right? So that's what we do in the Sabbath service. And we go over these scriptures and break them down in the Hebrew and in the English so that way we can understand this thing so we can get back. If you need help understanding the Hebrew, the lettering, you know what I'm saying? We have Salashawan Kwadash class that is taught every Friday here in the school at 205 West Russell Street, downtown Fayetteville. And we have classes throughout the week, Monday through Friday. Right. And you see we're conducting the Sabbath service right now. Our Sabbath service go from 7:30 to 9:30. Then we get into it and we break it down according to these scriptures. We don't make things up. What we read today was strictly from the scriptures, and we broke it down line upon line. You understand? And with that, we about to get into these prayers. Brother here, Amadium.
SHALAM.
Study prayers in the Hebrew. It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Oh, come on. Is that after or before? This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanaw, Shabbat Shemai, Kodash, Hayah, Shaka, Yahweh, Mulatuka, Tabah, Ratizayaka, Hayah, Asha, Baratiza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemaya, Lathalinau, Lakam, Al, Yawam, Waslak now, Kabawati now, Kaslak now, Kabawati now, Wala, Tabia now. Banasai one, Habal, Haushad now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalako, Wahala, Watapara, Lawalami, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, Baba Kusha, Lathanlanau, Ka, Haka, La Pa'ah,
Ka Makala, Ka Marawa, Aka, Latahar, Hamatazariah, Haka, Lahakia, Hamatia, Haka, Arakarawa, Hatamala, Lagar Shun, Bashim, Yahushua, what am I? In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to clean the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahushua, Al-Makiala, Wa Lahayim, Matazabiyah, Alawapiana, Halawapia, Hasaranya, Hakwasayanya, Hakoyoya, Wakawatia, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahusha, the water. Blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushua, and Michael, and the angels, Commander Junior YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. Asha'ah, Hayanya, Ahariam, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Azaria, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Asha, Shamayam, Ra'ratza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayah, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La Akaka, Rayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Athna Paska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaathka, Wabakaaka, Mayatha, Wide are we alone? Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yashahala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forward and even forevermore. Alahayim, Atamlaka, Atakarash, Atashakwat, Al, Kaya, Hana, Alayabika, Yahamam, Yawam, Ra'ash, Amika, Yair Yawam, Sawada, Ayata, Ayatazakawa, Altazapawanyaka, Amawa, Yakau, Wadakakidim, Regalka, Wala'ah, Yashikal, Shem Yashal, Awada, Kaya, Atazakawa, Laba, Yakadu, Ayaka, Darya, Yakaratwa, Ahoya, Anawam, Washamyala, Yum, Mawaba, Wahagaria, Abal, Amawan, Lamalat, Yaishat, Anshabya, Tazawar, Yaamshawar, Tawa, Amam, Yariram, Tairai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Asha, Yaham, Yamadi, Kasaya Yara, Kayabia, Banakal, Kayashwa, Nashimadwa, Ba'ina, Dara, Kayara, Taman, La Adama, Shamadwa, Nada, Nada Yabawa, Karai, because of Ba, because of Bak, because of Wall, Manai, not Kal Naya Samwa, Alahaya, Shawatamwa, the Gargala, Kakwash, Napanya Raka, Karash, Tabia Ira, Wakala Laba, Tahalat, Aharian, Khan, Daradama, Bakarasa, Wabasa, Wapadku, Tabahalam, Walaha, Payaham, Kwayawam, Wayabakwashwa, Shumka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Boya, Bahalwa, Adiai, Wayakapar, Wayabadwa, Wayadawa, Kaayata, Shumka, Yahawa, Labaka, Ayanwan, Al-Kahat, Salaki, Al-Kara Ratiza. Got me too. Salaki. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. They have hate. And they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yashala may be in no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Cabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lai. Selat, do unto them as unto the Midianite, and to Tasir, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kason, that perished at Endor, that it came a dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Horeb and like Zaire, yea, all their princes as Abba and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as stumble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, everybody else, you shop, take a seat. Saw. We're gonna go out our loins, prepare to salute the Torah.
Men of Israel, we're gonna go to Israel, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, my Shabbat, my Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barakatah.
Yahweh Sar, with the sisters. Men of Israel, we're gonna salute the sisters with one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, my Shabbat, my Barak, Yahweh Shema Hashem Yahweh Yahweh Sabbath dismissed.
Salak, if I may ask, go ahead and comment, like, subscribe, and share. Baba Kusha. Shalom.